Hello students, how are you all? This is Shaista, your geography teacher, and today I am here with you all with the fourth chapter of class 7 geography air. And in today's video I am going to discuss the main elements that determine weather and climate of a place. We have already discussed temperature, pressure and wind. Okay, and in this chapter we are going to discuss about humidity and rainfall, which is one of the most important element which determine the weather and climate of a place. Humidity and rainfall. The atmosphere contains moisture in the form of water vapor, which on condensation provides us water in various forms. This water is vital for survival of life on earth. The sun's heat causes moisture of life on earth. The sun's heat causes moisture from ocean and lakes to evaporate into the air, forming water vapor. The actual amount of water vapor present in the air at a point of time is termed as humidity. Okay. The high temperature causes rapid evaporation. This results in higher humidity in the atmosphere. The warm air has more capacity to hold moisture. The air becomes saturated, reaches dew point, reducing the rate of evaporation. As a result, the weather becomes thickly and oppressive. Cold air cannot hold moisture, okay? It cannot hold much moisture. As the water vapor rises, it cools and condenses. Condensation means to turn the water vapor into liquid. So, it condenses into tiny water droplets. They form clouds. Clouds are visible masses of moisture in the troposphere. What is clouds? Clouds are visible masses of moisture in the troposphere made up of tiny ice crystal or water droplets. They are so light that they float. The three main types of cloud are cirrus, like curl of white hair, cumulus, like heap of cotton, and stratus, along flat layers. Okay? If the clouds continue to absorb more and more moisture, they become saturated. Okay? They become saturated. The water droplets in the clouds become bigger and heavy until they can no longer float. They come down to the earth's surface as various forms of precipitation. Okay? And what these various forms of precipitation are? They are like snow, hail, sleet, or rain. Okay? Snow, hail, sleet, or rain. These are the various forms of precipitation. Okay? Snowfall occurs in colder areas in form of feathery flakes. Okay? And what is hail? Hail occurs as ice pellets. Okay? When water vapor cools very rapidly, it rises up due to fast rising convectional currents and fall down on earth. Okay? Sleet is a mixture of rain and snow. So what we have seen how snowfall look like. Okay, how hail look like, how sleet look like. So there is bit difference between all the three: snowfall, hail and sleet. So don't get confused. Okay, so now we will see the most common form of precipitation. Okay, so the most common form of precipitation is rainfall. Rainfall is precipitation in liquid form as tiny droplets of water of various sizes. Okay, it provides us fresh water, okay, which is vital for survival of living beings, okay, and it is the main source of groundwater. So based on the mechanism of their formation, rainfall can be classified into three types: convectional rainfall, relief rainfall, and cyclonic rainfall. Okay. Now let us see what is convectional rainfall. When the earth's surface gets heated up, warm water currents rise along with water vapor to higher levels within the troposphere. Cool air from the above comes and takes its place, and the process continues as the air at the surface gets heated again. So a circular motion of ascending and descending air currents is formed as the warm, moist air cools on reaching height. Water vapor condenses and comes down to earth as convectional rainfall. They are accompanied by thunder and lightning. So this is convectional rainfall. Okay. Now let us see relief rainfall. Relief rainfall is also known as orographic rainfall. It is caused by the effect of relief or orography of the land on the moisture-laden winds. Relief rainfall is caused when a mountain or highland lies in the path of moisture-laden winds. As the moist air strikes the higher relief or landform, they rise up, expand, cool down, and bring rainfall. Okay. So in this way, relief rainfall took place. Now let us see cyclonic rainfall. Cyclonic rainfall is caused when warm and cold air masses converge. As the name suggests, it is associated with cyclones in the tropical region and depressions in the temperate westerly belt region. Winds coverage towards the low pressure center, the lighter warm air rises up and climbs up over the cold air that stays close to the surface. The boundary between the warm lighter air and the cold heavier air is called a front. Okay, what it is called? It is called a front. As the warm moisture air rises up along the front, cooling and condensation takes place. Okay? What happened after that? Cooling and condensation takes place, resulting in rainfall for a number of days until the cyclone weakens. Okay, so we have seen the cyclonic rainfall. Okay, so students, what you have to do now? You have to go through my video. Okay, and just study whatever topic has been discussed. Okay, you can also go through my previous videos also. This is the last topic of this very chapter. Okay, air, and after that in my next video I will discuss exercises. Okay, so before doing the exercises, it's my request to you all that you all go through all of my videos so that you can get the topics very clearly. Okay, and then after we will do the exercises. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.